Well, greetings everybody. This is a video I've been waiting a very long time to make, and it's finally here. Part 3 of my Apple collection video series. So, finally, the iPhones. This video was not easy to prepare for. Um, because I got so many iPhones. I've organized them, ranging them from oldest with the original iPhone to the current iPhone 15 Pro. And I've combined both the rare and the non-rare ones, pretty much. So to start off, major disclaimer: just like the iPod touches, none of these iPhones will be turned on. But however, I will be truthful with which iOS version they are running and the capacity and any other information about them, since I got them all labeled. So that should be enough to conclude that I am in fact saying the correct version that they are running. Just because it would take forever if I were able to turn them all on and everything. Um, but but yes, so I have them all here. And also there are a few iPhones missing. First of all, the iPhone that I'm recording with, which is my personal iPhone that I use every day as a daily phone, the iPhone 14 Pro. I believe it's called Space Black or Graphite. I can't remember. 128 gigabyte, and it is running the latest iOS 17.5.1. Um, yeah, I always do update my main device. So yes, I have that. There are a couple of demo iPhones that I'll be making in another video. That won't be part of this video when I show off my demo collection. Um, and then also I do have some parts, or not parts, but like two iPhones that have to be fixed. I have my iPhone 4 on iOS 4.2.10 that needs a new battery that I have in my drawer upstairs because it's going to be taken into my local repair shop to be fixed. And I do have a custom orange iPhone 5 that I want to make a video on, but I can't get it to activate. So I'm ordering a Japanese SIM card and seeing if hopefully that will do it. I'm still trying to figure that out. I'll still make a video on that iPhone either way, but I'm trying to get it to activate first. So I think that's it. So without further ado, let's get started. So the iPhone originals. So we have. So yeah, let me just get them wind up. So we have an iPhone original, 4 gigabyte, running iOS 1.0. It's a launch day iPhone because because after I did a GSX report, it showed that the iPhone was bought on June 29th, 2007, which was the day the original iPhone launched. So there we go, just about 17 years, because today is officially June 23rd, I think, 2024. And so there you go. And I believe it's probably been downgraded, most likely, but I don't know for sure. But it doesn't matter because it is the same, both downgrade and non-downgrade iOS 1. So, and now we have 1.0.2, also a 4 gig. This one I've had for a very long time. And this one I know is downgraded because it's running the same baseband as 3.1.3. So that's okay. It's a 4 gigabyte. So I like it. It is beat up. That's totally okay. 1.1.2, also a 4 gigabyte. This one does have those weird sparkles, common issue with the original iPhones, but yeah, this one's really cool because it has the iTunes logo on the right side instead of the left, which is interesting. That was a weird start for Apple then. So I have that one. I did have one on 1.1.4, but I did sell it. If you've been following my channel for a while, I had that one. I did sell it last year. I might buy another one now, but I felt like I didn't need 1.1.4, but now I kind of want 1.1.4 back, so maybe I'll get another one. I do have iOS 2.2. It took me a long time to get an original iPhone on iOS 2, but I got one. And kind of hard to find an iOS 1. So, and And then 3.1.3, nothing special except I have some songs on it. An 8 gig. Same thing with this one, 8 gig. I don't have any 16 gigs. I heard the 16 gig iPhones are the worst experience. So, yeah. So that's the original iPhones. Really cool. And now, I'm to the iPhone 3Gs, right? So, let me just lay them all down in ascending order from the lowest to latest iOS that I have for these. So, we have iOS 2.0 on the 3G. This one has been downgraded since it has the same baseband as 4.2.1, which is totally alright. Still pretty cool. And then 2.2, this one has definitely not been downgraded. 8GB black. Really cool. Let's get some nice stuff on here. I get a white mint condition iOS 2.2 iPhone 3G. That really good condition. I got on eBay, I believe in March, for only $30. This was a steal. There we go. So I have two 2.2s. 2.2.1, this one I've had for a very long time. I've had this since, I believe, August of 2017. I used this as a main iPhone for music back in 2018, I think. And 2.2.1, 8 gig, really cool iPhone here. This one is special since I brought it into my own high school a few times. So, yeah, it was crazy. So those are all my iOS 2s, and then I got iOS 3.0. Kind of unique there. A 3.1.2 with a little bit of a cracked screen there, but in white, so that's pretty cool, just like my 2.2 one. And then and now, of course, nothing special, 4.2.1. So nothing on it, nothing special at all. So those are my iPhone 3Gs. Pretty crazy. 3GSs. So, whoops. Almost knocked them down there. So I just gotta lay them out in order. 3GSs. So, we got really rare, really special. This one is also very special. I've had this one in my collection since also August of 2017. iPhone 3GS, 16 gig, iOS 3.0, never been updated, ever. Because unlike the original iPhone and the iPhone 3G, you can't downgrade the 3GS to iOS 3.0. Unlike the original iPhone and 3G to 1.0 and 2.0. You can downgrade the 3GS to 3.1.3, I believe, through a jailbreak, I believe. But you can't do 3.0, so really special. And then, of course, you got 3.1.2. This one I got recently, 16 gig black. Sadly, none of my 3GSs on iOS 3 are white or have max storage, but that's okay. And I also have 3.1.3. This one I've had for a while. That's okay. I would like a 3GS 32 gig in white if I can ever find one day. That'd be really cool. But 4.0.1 as well, kind of special because 4.0 through 4.0.2 is kind of rare. So, like, really rare. So, I don't know why. So, but white 16 gig 4.0.1 does have a lot of music. It might be jailbroken too. I can't remember. Really cool. And then 4.3.5, 8 gig. Don't think 4.3.5 is downgradable to the 3GS. I know 4.1 is, but I believe 4.3.5 is for the iPhone 4. So, and then 5.1.1, not really rare. And then, of course, definitely so boring. At least it's a 32 gig. 6.1.6, my only 32 gig 3GS I have. So, at least trade-off is, yeah, it's the 32 gig, so, for the iOS 6 one. So, I have had a lot of free GSs on iOS 3 in the past that have came and went, and iOS 4, but I knew that there was a reason to always hold on to my iOS 3.0 one. So, and now I got my iPhone 4 GSM slash AT&T iPhone 4s here. All but 2 are on iOS 4. Oh shit. The free GS is knocked over. That's okay. This one gets quite interesting. So I do have 4.0.2. Not sure if you can see that. It's a 16 gig AT&T. I still really want one on 4.0. I'll have another story coming up. Another 4.0 iPhone 4 that got away from me. But I do have 4.0.2, which at least it's pre-Game Center. So, and a lot like the free GSM 4.0.1 I have, pretty rare because early versions of iOS 4 are like super rare. So, and then I do have 4.1. What's cool is it's a 32 gig black. I have 4.3.3 in white, which is really cool. The white ones are really special. I believe this was on the Canadian carrier at some point. Really cool. And then I got a 4.3.3 overseas. I believe this is a Korean model. I can't remember. I got this on eBay for like $15 back in January. I could not pass up on it. So, I'm happy I got it. Does have some issues, but it's on iOS 4, so. And then we got another 32 gig one, 4.3.4. A 32 gig, so really cool. And then I got 2 7.1.2s, nothing special at all, obviously. So both black and white. So those are the AT&T slash GSM iPhone 4s. Now, for the USA only, I call them iPhone 4s, so the no SIM card ones. So, I got some really rare, a lot of white ones here. I have not one, but I have 2 on iOS 4.2.8. First of all, 4.2.5, ultra rare, because I'm not sure why 4.2.5 never launched to the public, but I found this on eBay last fall. I bought it in a heartbeat, so I'm happy I have 4.2.5. 2 4.2.8s, really cool. There we go. 5.0.1, 5.1.1 jailbroken and cracked. Another 5.1.1 32 gig, which is really cool. And then 6.1.3. So those are the iPhone 4s. I separated them from the GSM and then the USA only. So, models. So there we go. And then the 4Ss. So, 4Ss. Because that's when Apple could finally combine the GSM and USA networks. So finally, so the iPhone 4 on. So yeah, so I mean both the iPhone 4 GSM and the iPhone 4 USA only. They both ran different versions of iOS 4, but they both got 5.0. So there you go. They finally got on the same page. But we have a 4S 32 gig, 5.0.1, which is amazing. We have 5.1.1. This one's very special. This one I've had since 2017. There we go. The iPhone 4 that I've had since 2017, I no longer have. Is on 4.2.6. I did end up selling that one last year. Since I started accumulating so many. So I didn't need that one because 4.2.6 is kind of common for whatever reason. So 5.1.1 16 gig white, and then 6.0.1 really rare because most iPhone 4S on iOS 6 are downgraded. So on 6.0.3, this one is not downgraded. And 7.0.4, and then 8.4.1, and 9.3.6. So 4S's. I'm gonna make a part 2. So I'll be back, everybody. Peace out.